Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for my Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you for the month of June. Any information that you may be looking for to book a personal reading with me or to follow me on my other social medias, I will have listed below. And make sure that you subscribe if you want to see future readings or a forecast from me. Okay, that card just flew at me. All right, let's get into it. First card we got is the Eight of Pentacles. So automatically, or not automatically, immediately, excuse me, it's going into you looking at what's not working for you anymore. This could be a work environment where certain people are just negative. They always want to gossip, have drama. You could be in a space to where you're just kind of overwhelmed with the management or just the lack of incentives they may give for you being there. You could be in a space to where you're realizing that a living situation is not working for you. Maybe a roommate isn't really someone who's your speed at this point. Maybe you live with family that's a little bit overbearing, a partner where you guys are fighting a lot. You could be looking at essentially what you don't want to put any more energy into as well. You could be in a space where it's like, I think I'm good trying to put effort into this friendship and maintaining it. I think I'm good putting effort into this friends with benefit situation, and it just feels like it's not appreciated. I also have the Four of Pentacles. So this does talk about preserving your energy, being mindful of what your energy is being spent on. Also money, okay? It's talking about money. You could be at a space to where you're trying to save money. You're trying to put money away, especially if you're transitioning jobs. I also see for my Virgos who are extremely, or not Virgos, excuse me, Pisces. For my Pisces who have been, I'm thinking about Virgos for some reason with all this earth energy. For my Pisces, if you're someone who's physically active and that's a way that keeps you grounded, or it's something that keeps you grounded mentally, this could be a time in which you feel like you need to get back into it, or you're realizing that you need to get back into the gym or get back into being more physical, or just starting this journey in general. You could be wanting to start a weight loss journey. You could be wanting to start a journey of just taking care of your physical health as a whole, Pisces. We also have Judgment. So there's certain things that you're rethinking, especially when it comes to a recent reconnection with your person. You guys may have broken up for like a couple of days and then got back together. And there may be some things that you're thinking about within the relationship, the structure of it, the communication, the inconsistencies on both parts or on your person's part. There's things that you're looking closer at and asking yourself the question of, okay, like, how can we proceed with this? Or do I have the capacity to still give to this connection, especially if you've been just overwhelmed and stressed out with dealing with this? Okay, let me get this card. Okay, so we also have the Ten of Swords that fell. We have the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups, and we got cut off, but continuing. So the cards that we have the Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Two of Wands. So going into these other cards that we have here, when it comes to just personal stress and stress management, this may be a time where you need to be mindful of who you're sharing your worries, your trauma, your issues to. Especially if, let's say, you have a friend that's very, very judgmental, or let's say you have a partner that could be hypercritical of things that you can't necessarily control, and the things that you could be going through are just very sensitive. This may be a time where you just need to be mindful of who you're giving like the inside scoop of what's going on with you, because there could be just this extreme judgy energy in a way where it's not supportive. A lot of you are, again, just at a space to where you just don't want the stress that comes with being connected to certain friends, or the stress connected to being with someone. It could be a stressful family situation, it could be stressful because you're having to work with this person in terms of their trauma, and there could be things that they're doing to you that may not necessarily align with how you're showing up. You could be showing up trying to be genuine and real for this person, and they could be struggling with extreme trust issues, and it's just making you wonder, like, okay, can we work through this or what? Or if not trust issues, again, this could just be things that they've learned from being in relationships with other people that have not been really supportive, or the environment of the relationship hasn't been healthy. I also see, so when it comes to perseverance, you guys are definitely getting out of a time period of stress. This has been prolonged stress. Don't worry. This cycle or this time period of being, like, again, overwhelmed or overtaken by your circumstance is kind of ending. All right, let's keep going. So the cards that we have that are coming from this deck, I forgot the name of this one. If you know it, put it in the comments. But the first card is let yourself receive support. It's often easier for empaths to give than to receive. Allow others to support you. Experience the pleasure of their caring energy. So this is essential for any of my Pisces who are in a space where you want to experience genuine love. The key part that really people don't talk about a lot is, in order for you to experience genuine love, you have to be in a vulnerable space. You have to be in a space to where you are able to accept it. And that is challenging if you've been through, cycles of experiencing relationships where things haven't been the best. So focus on being vulnerable in a sense to where you can receive love in the way that you would desire to, because that is a bigger challenge than giving love. It's a lot easier to give than to receive. We also have visualize a shield of protection. To protect yourself from toxic people or situations, imagine a shield of white light surrounding your body. This keeps negativity out and lets positive energy in. And not only that, purposely shielding yourself, again, like I was saying throughout this reading, from people who like their conversation's negative, their thought process is negative, and then they try to project that onto you. Okay, this is also making sure that you're, like I said, not having conversations around your problems. We think that it's helping, it's not. We don't want to occupy our days with just talking about our problems. Okay, what are the final messages for my Pisces? What do they need to hear for the month of June? We have unlimited potential. So know that your potential is not capped. If you're going into this month with this, okay, well, I can only make so much money, or I can only get this type of job, or I can only get this type of partner because this sex is trash, insert man or woman is trash. Understand that, for one, what you believe is your situation will be, because that's the only thing that your mind will look for evidence for. And that's not no heebie-jeebie stuff, that's literally reality. Our minds only go after, our brains only go after things that we think that we can receive. So look at where your belief system is centered around, like you only being able to have a certain amount of love in your life, or a certain amount of money. That is only based off of your perception of self. We also have traffic cone, which talks about caution. And we have water, which represents surrender. So be careful. Be careful this month in terms of, like I said, who you are around, and also situations that you're speaking in only because of outcomes, not because you genuinely want to be there, or even situations that seem extremely sketchy for very, good reasons. There's proof of there being sketchy things going on, like a business opportunity going on with a person. But beyond that, when it comes to being hyper cautious around things that you don't necessarily have to be, like in terms of maybe putting yourself out there when it comes to learning something new financially, or putting yourself out there when it comes to some sort of weight loss journey. I'm just using some examples. it's important that you surrender, again, the need to focus on the outcomes of things. But this is what I see for you, Pisces. I hope that this was helpful and to give you insight and gave you a peek into what June has in store. If you enjoyed, thumbs up the video and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.